When you look at the best in the world, like cricketers, footballers, and Formula One drivers, Olympic swimmers, elite athletes, you might think they are superhuman, but they are not. They have simply learned how to consistently access what we call peak performance. So, what does that actually mean? Peak performance is when your mind and body are fully aligned, when your energy, focus, and action are optimized, so you can operate at your absolute best. Not just once in a while, but over and over and over again. Let me explain how. Here is something people don't realize. Peak performance, top performance doesn't start with mindset or motivation or even habits. It starts with biology, because the truth is you cannot outperform your body. If your energy is drained, nothing else matters. You can have the best strategy in the entire world. If you are running on 10% battery life of your energy, you will still struggle. There are 4 pillars of energy. You must master it. Let's go through them one by one. Pillar 1 is sleep. Sleep is not just recovery, it's performance. It's just preparation. Studies show that just one night for poor sleep can impair reaction, time, memory, and decision making to the same level as being legally drunk. That's not laziness, that's biology shutting down your energy, your entire energy. So if you want to operate your best, treat sleep like meeting with your future self. Consistent bedtime, dark, cool room, no screen, and hour before bed. Pillar 2, nutrition. Let's go deeper here. Food isn't just fuel, it's programming. Every bite you take is message to your body. Sugary snack tell you your system to spike and crash. Whole body tells your brain stay sharp, stay steady, think of its way. Do you think an Olympic sprinter fuels up with soda and candy before stepping on the track? Like, of course not. Yet most people expect elite performance while living on fast food. Shift your nutrition and shift your mind. Pillar 3, movement. This isn't about becoming an athlete, it's about activating your biology. Movement literally changes your entire brain chemistry. Just 20 minutes of moderate exercise increase your dopamine, serotonin, and BDNF, protein that supports learning and memory. In plain English, movement makes you smarter and happier. And here is the key, it does not have to be extreme. A morning walk, a set of push-ups between work session, even stretching resets your system, entire body system. Your brain isn't not designed to sit still all day. Pillar 4, mental rest. Most people sabotage themselves. Your brain is not meant to be 24/7 constant simulations. Scrolling, notification, multitasking fries your focus. You need to white space, break even boredom. That's why your best ideas often come into shower, on quiet walk. Your brain finally has a space to connect dots. The point is simply like, if you manage your energy, everything else becomes easier. If you ignore it, everything else becomes impossible. But having energy isn't enough. What separates the energy from the exceptional is not just having energy, it's knowing where to direct it, and that's where the next piece comes in: focus. Imagine this. 2 people work for the same 8 hours. One spends the day bouncing between emails, Slack messages, Instagram, and dozen of half-finished tasks. The other spends 3 blocks of 90 minutes in deep, uninterrupted work at the end of the day. Who really made progress? The answer is obviously, and yet most people like this. The first person, busy but not effective. Here is why. Every time you switch tasks, your brain incurs what called switching cost, and research showing it can take up 23 minutes to fully regain deep focus again after even small distraction. That means if you check your phone 5 times an hour, you are never actually reaching your peak. Mental performance focus is rare, and because it's rare, it's superpower. Here is how to build it. Step 1, eliminate distraction. Before you start, don't trust yourself. Put your phone in another room. Use app blocker. Close tab that's not directly tied to your task. Step 2, commit to one thing only, not there, not 5, just one. Ask yourself, if I only accomplished this today, would still be a successful day? That's your task. Step 3, use focus block. I recommend the 90-minute method. Set a timer, dive deep, no interruptions. When the timer ends, take a real break. Walk stage, reset, then go again. And here is the beauty. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. Focus is a muscle. The first week might feel impossible. By the week 3, you will crave it. And when you taste the deep flow, the effortless productivity, you will never want to go back to surface level busyness again. But here is the truth. Even if you master focus, there is a still trap. Because if you don't see yourself as the kind of person who performs at a high level, you will always self-sabotage. And that's bring us to the third key. Most people think that peak performance is about goals. They say once I achieve this, then I will become the kind of person I want to be, but that's backyards. High performance don't start with goals, they start with identify. Formula 1 drivers don't wake up and say, I want to drive fast today. They live as a racers, their training, their nutrition, even the way they think, it flows from their identity being a driver. That's why they can perform at such a elite level under pressure. It's not something they try to switch on, it's who they are by the default. The same principle applies to you. They don't say I want to run marathon, they say I'm a runner. They don't say I want to build a business, they say I'm an entrepreneur. Here is why this matter. Your brain craves consistency. If your identity is I'm just someone who tries to work out, the even workout feels like a little battle. But if your identity is I am an athlete, working out isn't something you try to do, it's simply what you do. Here is a practical way. Reframe it. Instead of asking what do I want to achieve, ask who is type of person that achieve is this, and then start living that simple immediately, even in small ways. Want to be writer? Write 1 page a day. Want to be productive? Ask yourself in each moment, what would I focus person do here? Over time, these small identify based actions compound, habits stick because they match who you believe you are, and once your identity shift peak, performance stop being forced, it becomes natural. But even if you master identity, focus and energy, that's still one more and dangerous belief that quietly holds people back, and it's the idea that motivation is what drives success. Let's break the myth right now. Here is the truth. Motivation is the biggest scam in the self-improvement. We are told to wait until we feel inspired, but think about it. If your entire success depends on how you feel is the moment, you will never be consistent. Some days you will be on fire, some days you won't be. Motivation is like the weather, it changes constantly. Performance can't depend on something so unstable. The highest performance in the world don't rely on motivation, they rely on system and structure. Think about the Michael Phelps. At his peak, he swam 6 days a week, training around 50 minutes weekly. Do you really think he felt motivated every single day, morning 5 a.m.? No, he didn't need to. He had a system: wake up, swim, eat, rest, repeat. Choice was removed, resistance disappeared, and this is the secret. You don't need to feel like doing something to do, you just need to make doing its default. Practical example: don't rely on willpower to eat well. Don't drink junk food, don't drink sugary, don't rely on discipline. Just focus on all the distraction advance. Don't rely on motivation. Exercise schedule to like an appointment. You can't miss anything. Once you build system, action comes first, motivation follows. That's how you reach peak performance constantly, not occasionally. Even if you master energy, focus, identity and system, there is one thing that separates good performance from truly elite ones: the ability to measure, reflect and adjust. The peak performance isn't static, it's process. You need to feedback loop to know what's working, what's holding you back, and how to keep improving. Here is how to start. Step 1: track your inputs, not just outputs. Most people only care about results. Did I hit my sales target? Did I finish the project? That's important, but it's not the full picture. Track the action that leads result. How many focused hours you put in, how constantly you exercise, how well you slept, or how deeply you practiced a skill. Step 2: reflect regularly. Set aside a few minutes each day or week to ask yourself what worked, what didn't, what drained my energy, what people me focused. Writing this down is powerful because it creates awareness, which is the first step toward changes. Step 3: adjust your systems. Feedback without action is wasted. Use what you learn to track, like your routines, your environment, your habits. Maybe your morning energy spike is wasted on checking in emails. Shift it to deep work. Maybe your workouts feel forced. Reframe them as a part of your identity. Small changes compound over time. They reinforce the habits and identity you're building. So let's recap. First, energy equation: sleep, nutrition, movement, and rest are the foundation. Second, focus as a superpower. The ability to go deep on a one task separates average from extraordinary. Third, identity over goals. You fall to the level of who you believe you are. So shift your identity and habits align. Finally, why motivation is useless and how to build feedback loop. That's the framework. Peak performance. But here is the real unlock. The truly live it. You need to enter flow state. That's exactly what I cover in my next video, how to easily enter flow state anytime.